This is gonna be a shorter video because it has been kind of a while since I last posted. My goal initially was to post every week. That lasted 2 weeks, and yeah, as you can see, that did not happen. Classes have been very busy. That's essentially what's going on, and there's just a lot of activities, and I haven't had time to make a video. In fact, you caught me in the middle of my brunch, I guess, at this point. I have some food. But I'm also working on a video on the first week of classes. It is currently week 5, so I am a little late. But that's okay. I decided I wanted to make like a shorter video because originally in the first week of classes video, I did like a little room tour and then I yapped about a bunch of other things, and I figured like that wasn't really related to the classes anyway, so I wanted to show this like snippet of stuff as its own video. It's like a room tour and kind of like East Campus and my thoughts on East Campus, which relatedly, East Campus has been super nice. I enjoy it so much. It is, I call it home at this point. It is amazing. Yeah, like the amenities are really good. I like everything about it, honestly. I like it. I like my floor. Some of the other floors are more chaotic and not really for me, but the one I am on is 5th West and they are so chill. They've got cats. I mean, honestly, like that sells the whole thing. They've got cats. But no, the upperclassmen are also really nice and everyone is just pretty chill. And it's a very good time. Yeah, so hopefully things calm down a little bit and I'll be able to actually release the videos I want to release. But for now, this will be a more like spontaneous video of sorts. So, yippee! Enjoy! This is East Campus currently. There's 2 parallels, so this one right here is the west parallel, and then that over there is the east parallel. I'm currently in the west parallel. I'm like somewhere up there, I don't know, something like that, but it is really nice. I actually don't hang out here in this area too much, but I think the lawn's pretty nice. There's like a really big lawn right here, and then there's one further down that way. They grew some new grass and they like didn't let us go on there until September 20th, and now it is past September 20th, so now we are allowed to go on the grass, which has been very nice. It is a very fantastic day. It is glorious. I took a view in my room earlier. Don't question the methods at which I did it. It was clearly very safe. So I'm actually in a situation where I do not have a roommate, but I'm living in a double. So I don't know what the formal term is. I've heard dingle, which like sounds really stupid. I've also heard subble, which sounds like more correct, but also like kind of funny. Whatever, like it's a double room and I don't have a roommate, so I'm technically in a single. It has been very, very nice. It's actually really spacious and I've been able to host people here, which has been very enjoyable. It's like a more private space versus the lounges. Anyhow, let's look at what this room has got. So this is what the room looks like currently. I did move some of the furniture just because I did not like where some of the things were placed. Like for example, I can just show you. So the outlets in this room are like in, I don't know, maybe there's a reason for why these outlets were placed in the places they were, but personally I think it's kind of stupid. So first of all, the only outlets in the room are, there's like one right there, I can't point in the correct direction, right there, and it is behind these 2 pieces of furniture. So every time you want to use that, you have to like crawl under the bed, and that's when you can use it. I know that some people, or a lot of people actually loft their beds so that the space underneath is a lot more accessible. I'm not choosing to do that just because I don't trust myself to not roll off the bed and fall off and like potentially get a really bad head injury. I've already gotten one of those. It's not even like 2 weeks in, and I don't want to get into any more injuries, more than I already have. But anyway, the other outlet is also like under the bed, so like that's really bad. And then the third outlet is right here behind this piece of wood in the desk. So if you want to access it, you have to like move this desk forward and then like somehow wedge your cord behind or something. It's like, I've never used that charger. It's like really bad. So what I end up doing is the fourth charging port or whatever is here. And originally this shelf, I guess, was not there. So I decided to move it so that I could actually put my stuff down. So it's not like whatever device is not like hanging by the cord. That is the room tour. I can show the kitchen as well. The kitchen is actually really, really nice. It's pretty clean, it's pretty spacious. There's 2 stoves, lots of cabinets, 4 fridges. I haven't like cooked anything crazy yet. Like I don't normally cook a lot when I'm at home. By not cook a lot, I mean none. I don't cook at all. So I'm actually trying to figure that out this semester. And I think it's good practice because right now I am in East Campus, and East Campus is a cook for yourself dorm, meaning that you can choose meal plans that aren't like the maximum. So the maximum meal plans are any 21, which is high-key a scam. But essentially what that is that it's guarantees you 21 meals a week. If you don't use up all of it, it like refreshes. You can't like, like it doesn't roll over or anything. And most people like can't eat 21 meals a day because there's just not enough time for that. That's why it's a scam. So most people in dorms with cafeterias or dining halls, cafeterias, are we like in elementary school? Sorry, dining halls, most people get that's the other one. Get the block 225, which is essentially 2 meals a day. You can also swipe your friends in, so there's a lot more freedom in that meal plan. I ended up getting block 60 because I'm in a cook for yourself. There's like kitchens and stuff. It's also a lot cheaper because the dining hall meals, they're like average is $17 per meal, which is like really, really bad. And like low-key, it is probably better to just hop into a Chipotle's and like get a bowl. I think my meal average right now is like $14 per meal, which is like slightly under, but that's because there was a single outlier and there has not been that many meals yet. So I anticipate it'll be more like $7 per meal for me. But anyway, that's like the cooking situation. The lounges are actually really nice. I do like them very much. They have very good vibes. There's the egg. I use the egg a lot when I first got here, but I'm finding that I actually don't study in the lounges very much. I end up studying in other places. We'll see where I choose this week. It's very much like a spontaneous decision. Like I'm very much still figuring out a lot of things. But the lounges are nice. There's a good community there. I'm finding a lot of good community just like everywhere. Everyone is super, super nice, and it is a very good time. Closing thoughts, because I just realized there's one more thing I wanted to say. Another thing I really like about East Campus, actually there are many other things that I like about East Campus that I have not mentioned. It's that it's very close to Kendall Square, and I can literally scooter there in like 2 minutes. I've been getting food there like more often, like this. That was at the Life Alive cafe. Just because I was a silly goose, I didn't buy enough groceries. But yeah, it's also somewhat close to like H Mart, Target. It's not too bad of a ride there. And in addition to that, it is so close to the academic buildings. It's like I can leave 5 minutes before class starts and I still get there earlier. So it's really nice. I think the only annoying thing is hanging out with people who are from other dorms because it is pretty secluded from dorm row. Yeah, it's not the greatest. And I feel like sometimes I'm missing out just because I know dining halls are a really good place to socialize and stuff. And here, people cook in the kitchen, but there's not much socializing that's done there. I mean, I don't know if it's just like, it depends on the floor probably, but on our floor, people are kind of like locked in on their own food, and me too. I get that. That is very real. But when I do want to go and dine with friends, It is extremely inconvenient, especially when the two best dining halls are the furthest away possible. So yeah, no, Simmons and Next have really good food. And the other dining halls, I mean, to be fair, I have only tried one of them. It's Massey, and it's okay. Other people would not say it's okay. It's like a very, from what I've heard, it's like very baseline. I think it's fine. Like it's, when you compare it, you can't compare it to Next and Simmons, but it's like, it's fine. There's also, I haven't gone to McCormick, I haven't gone to Baker, might have, oh, I haven't gone to Vassar either, surprisingly. So I don't know how they are. It's not like I go to dining halls very often, so yeah. I mean, that is like a downside. And also, it is somewhat far from the student center as well, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I think that's kind of the only thing. And also just like the inconvenience of having to cook for yourself, that can be kind of like annoying sometimes, but I think those drawbacks are not too much compared to like the bajillion upsides of East Campus. At least for me personally. I know it's not the same for everyone. So yeah, I do like East Campus. I call it home. It is really nice. I think those are all my thoughts for now. So I hope you enjoyed the room tour along with a snippet of East Campus. Yeah, hopefully see y'all again soon. It'll be like a time turner, like it'll be a couple weeks back. Or like then what I meant by that is like the next video will be clips from a very long time ago. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Take care of yourselves and see ya. Bye.